me.
I still have a hard time with like that, the vulnerability of learning how to like unhook from the sorrowful parts of grief is one thing, but also like letting my system know and teaching my system it's okay to relax, that I don't have to be like this or like on guard or so tense, which
or even poised, you know?
yeah, well, that reminds me of this thing that we've talked about, which is like normalizing grief, right? Like it's been 21 years today since my mom died. And is my life like fantastic compared to anything I could have possibly imagined? Like 100%. And I still miss her and it's not over. It will never be over. Like, which is why Float, which is why this conversation and why like we're continuing to talk about it, to normalize literally the most normal thing. Everyone dies. This is like super common. But understanding that it doesn't like go away, and that even when I have moments where I'll talk about my mom or grief or like moments of missing her or something that has come up, I don't know, Lucian was born, and then I, talk about grief again. And the reaction I get often is like this sort of clenched, fearful, like, oh, you're not okay anymore. Or like, oh, like it's nervous because I'm not like perfectly poised. And it's an interesting thing to sort of be reminding people is that like just because I talk about my grief doesn't mean I'm broken, or that just because I'm not looking poised and normal, like that like everything's wrong. And sort of the struggle that I think we've all like lived under, or the weight of that like lack of normalization, I think has done everyone a huge disservice.
Absolutely. And I think that part of the issues there interpersonally is that we really have a hard time seeing each other, like truly seeing
Yeah.
each other. Because what's happening in those moments is a huge wealth of assumptions, right?
Yeah.
Not seeing and feeling how you are today, that
Yeah.
you're not falling apart, that you're not, crawling your way to the, to the sink or, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
That you're okay, but you're talking about something that's, that was difficult and painful, but there's all of this growth that comes with this conversation today.
Yeah.
Not as raw as it was 21 years ago.
Or
right?
I might not be okay.
True.
And
That's okay.
it's okay.